Hi, previously we have learned about properties of subatomic particles. In this lesson, we are going to cover proton number and nucleon number. Proton number. Proton number is denoted by symbol Z. It can be defined as number of protons in the nucleus of each atom of an element. Proton number is also known as atomic number. In neutral atom, the overall charge is 0 due to the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. The concept of atomic number evolved from the historic research of Henry Moseley in 1910. Moseley bombarded a number of chemical elements with X-rays and observed the pattern formed by the reflected rays. He discovered that the wavelength of the reflected X-rays decreased in a regular pattern with increasing atomic number. Moseley hypothesized that the regular change in wavelength from element to element was caused by increase in the positive charge on atomic nuclei in going from one element to the next heavier element. Nucleon number. Nucleon number is represented by capital letter A. It is defined as total number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom of an element. Nucleon number is also called mass number. It is a summation of protons and neutrons. What does the difference between the mass number or nucleon number and the proton number tell us? The difference between the mass number and proton number tell us the number of neutrons in the nucleus of an atom. For example, the most common isotope of fluorine has an atomic number of 9 and a mass number of 19. The atomic number tells us there are 9 protons in the nucleus. The mass number tells us the nucleus contains 19 particles in total. Since 9 of these are protons, the difference is 19 minus 9 equals to 10 are neutrons. An element can be represented by this notation: X, A, and Z, where X is the element symbol, A is the nucleon number, and Z is the proton number. Example 1. Neutral atom of oxygen. Oxygen has 16 nucleon number and 8 proton number. Oxygen, since it is a neutral atom, it has no charge. So the first question that we need to ask is, how much is the number of neutrons? And the second question is, how much is the electron number? Remember, in neutral atom, the overall charge is 0. Let us solve question 1. Question 1 asks us to find number of neutron. From the formula, number of neutron is equal to the Nucleon number minus proton number, which is equals to 16 minus 8 equals to 8 neutrons. For question 2, number of electron is equal to proton number minus charge of ion. Since oxygen is neutral in charge, therefore it carries zero charge. Therefore, number of electron is equal to I minus 0 equals to 8. Our second example here is mercury 2+. Mercury 2+ is a cation which have 80 protons and 202 nucleon number. So let us find the number of neutrons and number of electrons that mercury 2+ has. As we can see here, the number of neutron is equal to Nucleon number minus proton number. So the number of neutron that we get is equal to 122 neutrons. For the second question, the number of electron is 78 electrons. The third example is about chlorine, which act as an ion with a -1 charge. The nucleon number of chlorine is 35 and the proton number is 17. So we are going to find out the number of neutrons and electrons in this chlorine ion. From previous slide, we can calculate number of neutron. Number of neutron can be obtained by deducting proton number from nucleon number. The number of neutron is equals to 35 minus 17, which is equal to 18 neutrons. For question 2, the number of electron is equal to proton number minus charge of ion. Since the charge of chlorine is -1, therefore the number of electron is equal to 18 electrons. That's all for now. See you again in the next video.